The rain had been falling since morning, turning the streets of Chicago into long silver mirrors. Neon lights reflected on the wet pavement, and the city felt slower, quieter, like it was holding its breath. Emma Carter stood at the bus stop on Lakeshore Drive, hugging her coat tighter around her body, her thoughts louder than the traffic around her. Emma was 27, independent, and doing well in life, or at least that's what everyone thought. She had a steady job at a publishing company, her own apartment, and friends who admired her strength. But behind her calm smile lived a loneliness she rarely spoke about. Love, for her, had always arrived late, or left early. That evening, as she stared at the rain, a voice broke her thoughts. "Hey, you look like you're about to drown in thoughts." She turned. A man stood beside her, holding an umbrella, rain dripping from the edge. He had kind eyes, a gentle smile, and something calm about him, like he didn't rush the world. "I'm fine," Emma replied politely. He smiled. "That's the most common lie in America." She laughed before she could stop herself. "Maybe. I'm Ethan," he said, extending the umbrella slightly toward her. "You can share, if you want." Emma hesitated for a second, then stepped under it. "I'm Emma, thanks." That small moment, two strangers sharing an umbrella, was how everything began. After that day, they kept running into each other. Same bus stop, same time, same quiet rain or golden sunsets. Sometimes they talked, sometimes they just stood there, comfortable in silence. Ethan worked as a freelance photographer. He loved capturing ordinary moments, people crossing streets, old couples holding hands, coffee steam rising into cold air. He said life was beautiful when you stopped chasing perfection. Emma liked listening to him. He didn't try to impress her. He didn't rush her. He simply existed beside her. One evening, they sat in a small cafe near the river, jazz music playing softly in the background. "Can I ask you something personal?" Ethan said. Emma nodded. "Why do you look like someone who's always expecting goodbye?" The question hit her harder than she expected. She looked down at her coffee. "Because people leave," she said quietly. "Eventually." Ethan didn't argue. He didn't promise forever. He just said, "Not everyone." From that day on, their bond deepened. They explored bookstores, late-night diners, quiet parks. Ethan showed Emma the city through his camera lens, and Emma showed Ethan how to believe in stability again. Emma's past had scars. A broken engagement, promises that turned into excuses. She had learned to protect her heart by keeping it distant. Ethan noticed. "You don't let yourself fall," he said one night as they walked along the river. "I don't know how to land safely," she replied. He stopped walking, looked at her, and said, "Then fall slowly. I'll walk with you." And she did. They became inseparable. Mornings started with coffee texts. Nights ended with quiet phone calls. Love didn't arrive loudly, it grew gently, like sunrise. But life rarely lets happiness stay untouched. One afternoon, Ethan showed Emma an email. A photography agency in New York had offered him a long-term contract. It was his dream. Emma smiled, but her heart sank. "That's amazing," she said. "I don't want to go without you," he replied. Emma looked away. Fear crept back in. Long distance. Uncertainty. Waiting. "I don't want to be the reason you stay," she said softly. "And I don't want to be the one left behind." Ethan didn't argue. He respected her silence, even though it hurt. They drifted apart slowly. No fights. No anger. Just unanswered texts and empty bus stops. Weeks passed. Emma stood alone at the same bus stop one rainy evening, tears mixing with rain. She realized something painful. She had lost love not because it failed, but because she was afraid to believe in it. Suddenly, a familiar umbrella appeared beside her. "You still lie to yourself a lot," Ethan said gently. She turned, shocked. "What are you doing here?" "I left," he replied. "New York can wait." "I couldn't." Emma's voice trembled. "What if I hurt you?" "You already did," he smiled sadly. "But I still choose you." Tears fell freely now. "I don't want to lose you," she whispered. "Then don't run," he said. "Stay." She nodded. That night, under the same rain where they met, Emma kissed him, without fear, without doubt. Love, she realized, wasn't about guarantees. It was about choosing someone again and again. And this time, she chose